In a quick explanation, we get a character that has controls built into it. We don't actually take a raw model and start moving it around and animating it. There's a whole department that just does, they're all phenomenal artists, and they actually put controls in the characters to allow us to move things around.
Here in the rigging department, we set up the controls for the animators. This includes not only the body controls, but the facial controls as well. The controls themselves number perhaps on the magnitude of about 1,000 different animatable attributes per character. Many of those attributes involved are as simple as jaw open, right outer brow raiser.
Lifting the heel off, rolling off on the toes, rolling around the foot. We can rotate all the toenails themselves.
Each animator is assigned one shot, 1 or 2 or 3 shots. And they would have a little paper that would say, like, this is your shot, this is what comes before, this is what comes after. It gives you the outline of everything that's happening in that shot.
It's basically an empty set, and you're kind of free to start the performance.
From the beginning, we knew that we were going to have to depend on these characters to give us a lot of the comedy. Their acting style had to be appealing enough to help keep the film light in the moments that were required.
Oh no.
Once the characters were defined, the actors were defined, we started to study them more in order to come up with the way we're going to get the characters to move. In a way, we're all, like, in a way, actors, that we can make things move right. Visually, you should be able to watch the animation and relate to it, have fun with it.
The first thing that we did was create this opening sequence. I felt as though you sit down in the movie theater and you want to see Ice Age. I thought we should throw that right up there.
Well, the Scrat, right?
The Scrat, yeah. That was a real breakthrough, I think, because it was so tight in terms of storyboarding to layout to us. Bill Frake.
His boards were great.
His boards were amazing.
And we were a little bit scared that we were not going to do them justice. We always say, snappy timing. It's almost like a Warner Brothers, like, very quick sense of motion and quickness in the characters.
Yeah, because, I mean, that was really snappy.
The more we pushed it,
yeah.
I mean, the funnier it was.
And then that carried into kind of like an energy for the rest of the movie.
We had a couple of performance-like constraints. One was that Manfred, just by nature of the type of animal he was, is kind of like a furry haystack with 2 eyes. He can't use his hands to gesture. He can't see his mouth.
You have beautiful eyes.
Basically, we had to depend on his eyes for all the acting in the movie. And he has some of the most powerful moments, I think, and they're all communicated through his eyes. We had a lot of conversation about what those eye shapes should be and how we should use them.
Yeah, oh yeah. The best references are our own faces.
Yeah, yeah.
That's where thumbnailing comes in handy. You can just draw out different little facial, cartoon Manny heads and draw out different expressions.
This is an exploration of different expressions and attitudes on Manny. The trick is to somehow transfer that into the computer, but at least you're getting, it's like a shorthand, you get your thoughts down. You get fast feedback with the pencil and paper. It's immediate, it comes straight from your heart.
Where's the baby? There he is!
Cats are very tricky because they're very flexible, they're very sharp. So we really had to study them very hard in order to get, like, a good reference.
He was probably the most difficult to get physically right.
Yeah.
That pink thing is mine.
Plus, they've got these big sabers. Doing the mouth shapes around these big teeth, was, I know, a rigging challenge.
No one touches the mammoth until I get that baby.
I think the directors responded to the eye acting with Diego and the shiftiness. I mean, there were glances where he would, like, deliver a line and then glance away at the character.
Go get lost in a blizzard. It's your choice.
It was just little beats like that came out, and we saw that was the direction to go in with Diego.
Hey, Uber Tracker! Up front where I can see you.
Help me.
And for Sid the Sloth, pretty much, I think we look at ourselves for reference, because since it was like a biped kind of like character. You know, look at Leguizamo, the way he acts, just as some sort of like reference.
I mean, everyone wanted to work on Sid because he was just like the comic sidekick, and there's just so much potential with the character. And John Leguizamo, of course, had just all these great takes.
Fish!
And the biggest challenge, I think, throughout that process wasn't so much the animals, it was, I think, maybe more the humans.
Humans were a big challenge.
They were a challenge.
They were the most difficult because you know when something isn't moving correctly. I mean, Sid, we could get away with a lot of stuff because, like I said, he's, kind of Chuck Jonesy or Warner Brothers-y. But the humans, I mean, people know human movement.
We use a digital camera to shoot ourselves, like moving around, running, throwing spears, or like reacting with each other, and just trying to come up with a way that we moved.
The process is as malleable as you can make it. When you can take a stab at a sequence, and if you don't like it, you can recut it. You can look at the animation on one day, change it, and it's a little bit different the next. It's really quite luxurious in that respect.